Hello everyone and welcome back to Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition. So here's the thing. Yeah, we went a bit overboard. So we're now at... We have the best stuff in the game, basically. Cause okay, we went to the terminal, we got better weapons, right? Thing is, we actually have a lot better than what we're showing here. We upgrade the Spectre Gear. Even with the Spectre Gear, it's not as good as Colossus. So I'm probably not going to be using that. However, anti-personnel rounds. We have better rounds. We have Inferno rounds. Or Snowblind rounds. We're going to be using Snowblind rounds. Scram rail, check. Kinetic coil. Kinetic coil and friction. I think I want frictionless materials for that. Kinetic coil for this, followed by scram rail. Kyro rounds? No, we want sledgehammer rounds for these. For pistol doesn't really matter that much to me. Probably also snowblind rounds. Scanner doesn't fucking matter. So just put a scram rail on this. No, you don't need two. Sniper rifle. Sniper rifle, we're gonna put fucking high explosive. Why? Because it's fun. Sure means we're gonna have to recharge, but it's fun. I was gonna say, technically we could put... Yeah, we're gonna have to put 2 scram rails on this. Well, it's gonna make the damage go up super high. And that's fun. This grenade? Nah, Kyro's grenade. This is... No, battery. Medical exoskeleton, followed by... Here's the thing. Do we want damage protection or kinetic protection? Probably kinetic. And now we have to apply that to all... Oh, not all of our people, but most of our people. I forget. I think we might need to talk to people. I think it's time for dialogue with... Maybe not potential love interest, but... Every time for dialogue with other people. Joker, I don't think has any dialogue until we actually event stories that way. But we'll talk to him anyway. Just cause.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing?
She's the best ship in the balance. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance
I like
pilot.
to know my crew. Mind if I ask you if...
You want top of my class in flight school?
I can't have you on.
Okay, put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me.
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Well, there you go. We learned a code of century. My neck seems to be slightly drifting over to the right a bit, doesn't it? Anyway, we need to go talk to people. Oh, God. Well, no, I don't think that... well, some of them might want to talk. I forget how far we have to progress before we get any access to, like, Red Centaurian... Garrus' side quest. Hi, Caden. Okay, I want to talk.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a
They
sense
know
of...
about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare.
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
I haven't heard anything about kinetics in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
But why not?
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago.
Oh, don't
I
worry,
should
we'll
get back
talk
to my
about
duties, Commander.
more.
We're gonna
Because,
make
you know,
history,
Bioware.
not rehash it.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni. Seems like a sweet girl. Easy on the eyes. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Oh, I do.
Just remember, Lieutenant, I saw her first.
Only by a few seconds, sir.
We'll talk
Fair
another
enough.
time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Commander. They are, I need to talk to you. Oh, God. Dialogue. Chakwas. Game. Chakwas. Game. Crash. The fuck? Why did we crash? Okay, let's try this again. Dr. Chakwas.
Yes, Commander? Is there
Why
something
did
you
should
you
go.
crash me
Goodbye,
last
Commander.
time? Okay. You didn't even have any dialogue. Hi, Liara.
Blueberry.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Apparently.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process.
Something
As I
like
said,
that.
I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
Well, you know.
We don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
We're lucky if we hit 100.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you.
I'm
The
special.
best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Just, you know, just immediately goes into that. Just, there's something compelling about you, Shepard.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to
We've
do with
only
my
talked
initial
like
interest.
twice.
But it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard. But I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief
You're an
Williams.
area.
Williams and I are just friends, nothing more.
My mistake then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
No.
Blueberry Run.
There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you?
Plot.
We have only known each other a short time.
I mean, we've already
we are from
talked
two
twice.
different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
These things never make sense. They just happen, and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
Dangerous.
A little danger makes things exciting.
Exactly.
This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. I need some time.
You started.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be
I mean,
here.
I know everywhere to go.
Thank you, Shepard.
Submissions.
Let's just talk about something else for now.
Okay, bye.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Well, we saw the real romance and then we ran away. Yay. Anyway, now we go down and talk to literally everyone else. Take up half the video just talking to people. That's Mask said. Majority of such is just talking to people. Garrett.
Commander.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting...
I'll bet you have.
Yeah,
Anything in
side
particular
quest?
that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the cycles. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's
Doesn't matter, they
40,000
have
for a
4
full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threatened? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Well, it's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
If you don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is. You're just a terrorist with a badge.
Jeez. Paragon route.
Maybe you're right. It doesn't make it any easier, but I see your point. Just wish I could have stopped
It's been a
him.
while
That's
since
all.
I've done Paragon. Because normally it's all Renegade. But Paragon route was just very anti-Garrus.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone
Well,
to
I
check it
can
out.
go.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Okay, I'll think about it. Add to the list. Garrus. Partial system capital. More people to talk to.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
What's up?
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Afraid I did.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my
I don't
sisters.
get off.
That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? Tassoni?
Liara, why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I
What's
could
kind of
understand
fun?
why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
Wow.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her. Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters.
Jeez.
What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on Family Mail.
And then she just completely switches that.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. Same as you, I expect. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
I was an only child, but I get the idea. At least one of my parents was always on duty.
Yeah, military families, eh? With schedules like that, it's a wonder we ever have kids anymore. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like
Tell
sharing?
me your secret.
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
Huh.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand-to-hand.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Bored now.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Your beliefs are your business. I'm your commanding officer, not your moral compass.
Fail.
Just my commanding officer, huh? We'll have to see about that.
We're on duty here, Williams.
Too bad. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story
Buy
about her
that.
and her mom not talking.
I think she's being straight with
Yeah. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life?
I don't think...
Too bad those ruins got destroyed.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Brett.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
That's why I'll never go back. Remember what I just said, though.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Ton Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Well, I'll look into it.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
Okay.
So long, Rex.
More side quest. Samuel. In Argus Row. Anything new?
Something I can do.
Carry on, Alex.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Tarek.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again. So to speak.
So to speak, yeah.
I'm sleeping much better now.
I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Theron's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
We still have lots of worlds to go to.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
I don't have time.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
Or if we save the galaxy.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
But saving the galaxy.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Tell me about your father.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant, like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
So I need to find a thing. Her thing is not just... It's like we triggered the crest, but we haven't triggered the crest. address for hers. We need to go find the thing. Trying to think what I want to do now. Huh. Well, we got the Pinnacle Station. There's another system too. I plan to have another system to explore. Probably go hit those, then maybe call it. We'll see. Depends how long it takes. Like, wasn't there this planet over here? Well, let's go explore it. Getting hungry too. Shit, I don't know. Liara? Rats? Not Liara, Garrus. There we go. But the problem is I don't really need anything for drops now, do I? Since I have all the stuff. Whoops. But I do need to get them equipped properly. So everyone has the weapons, they just don't have the stuff for the weapons yet. You guys are probably gonna get thrown around. Scram rounds, probably. And those things don't really matter for you. You can have high close rounds too. Ah, jeez, I was gonna say, I don't have enough scram rails for all this, do I? Probably not, actually. Oh, that's a lot of scram rails, so maybe I do. It's fine, you need... Oof. Shit, I only have that many? Huh, I thought I had more, because that's one for you and one for Garrus, and then we're out, actually. Huh. And one for you and Rhett. Yeah. Those kinetic cars that we're not using. Might as well go around the lesser ones. And you don't really need to worry about that, so got that. You do need a medical exoskeleton though. Yeah, apparently I didn't get as much as I thought I did. Oh well. To be fair, on fun rounds from that. Got snow for that, got that. Okay. So let's see what we got. We got a hidden stretch right though. We'll come back to that. Go out here, hit these things, circle back. Think about who I want my party for Master 2, you for Garrus and Grunt or someone else. Because, you know, we don't get the party member Master 2. Probably gonna be careful for that problem. Tower will need one thing. For the one thing. Oh, it's like hell, man. We should probably go into that space.
Going out.
Ooh, sorry capsule. One of those things. This came from the nearby ruins, potentially. You know, those tailwinds over there. I don't think there's no reason where to go up on top of the tailwind. And I would just drive all the way over here. I'm tired, so I can't help it. Figured it would eventually once it became morning and it's like, hey, well, I'm trying to get awake. I was not about going to Guild Wars 2, but might as well just at least until the time I'm supposed to go. That's a lot. No. Stop. That's just Mercury, though. Well, let's just get Mercury poison while where we're at. Yay. Mercury poison. Well, game 4 is now to 500 now. It's definitely going up. What level are we? 27. We have to have 60, so yeah, making progress. Making progress. I'm not sure exactly what I want. I mean, more immunity, more adrenaline burst. One of these. Better. I haven't done anything with thrower left. I haven't really done much for Commando. It's like there's a lot of shit I could do. That's two. Assault rifle? I do use assault rifle a lot. Garatory has those, which is fine. Any more is just whatever. I mean, that would be nice. We're cooking advanced assassination, ain't I? Reds, you are working on, or you got better throw, I believe. It's gonna take forever to get there. If you have up to 60 levels, then yeah, that'll be fine. Boop. The encryption. That's a hard decrypt, I think. Ah, fuck me running. Oh, I almost had it. Look at all these reds. So we're up to at least 5s, but we don't need 5s. We have X's. Shows us what level we're at. We should be using till 5. Using X's. So honestly, by all definition, I can go literally right here in the gameplay and bump that back up to hardcore because we should be fine. Like we're over Guild War, you know, what we're at level-wise. All this level 10 stuff. 10's like, you know, 50 to 60 range, so. For fuck's sake. Steep cliffs. don't like steep fucking cliffs. Yet there's so many of them. Oh, this is gonna fucking suck. We have literally a mountain range hill. And it's on like the up fucking side. How the fuck do you want me to get up to the Toyota? No, seriously. Then the fact that they're literally on the board, being out of bounds.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Nah, I can't do anything about it. I need to grab this thing, hell. Fuck. There we go. Hey, left go.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Hey, it's not my fault the thing was there. And now we need to go all the way across the map to the next location. Yay. I admit this here is probably one of the worst parts about Mass Effect 1 is just... There's quite a few of these sections where it's just literally... You have a barren fucking world. Lots of barren fucking worlds. And you just have to go from point A to point B to point C to point D to point E. And it takes a while. And lots of reusing assets because, well, Bioware does that. I don't recall most gaming companies do that. It's like placing houses and, you know, again, you end up with like 3 to 4 housing templates. But yeah, you use the housing template like 10 to 20 times. I was, you know, 4 different templates.
All clear.
Enter the building. Oh no. Okay, well
This is the place. My armor's here somewhere.
Sure. You just magically sense this, apparently. But what am I feeling like? So, you know what, let's use this high explosive shot. You know, high explosive sniping. Just eliminate. Oh, he survived. Anyway, where else? Yes, the units could be uphill. I think Kyro ammo would have been better. I want further ammo's fine though. Speaking of Kyro ammo. Oh, there's enough shit here, isn't there? Easy decryption. So if you brought someone there who didn't have decryption.
This is it. I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of crap, but at least I've got it back.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you,
My face is a
Shepard.
bit weird. Words such as grandfather's armor is expression thoughtful, perhaps. Going hard to read, then he shakes off his bemusement and grips his gun with a new purpose. Time to move on. Yeah, I forgot I was on this planet. I'm glad we grabbed the quest before just exploring, though. And back to the Normandy. Well, that's another one down. Now I could go talk to them, but I could go talk to them again. I should go talk to them again. Let's go deal with Hydra first. Canram.
Message coming in.
Oh, for fuck's
Patching
sake,
it
go
through.
away.
General distress call from the Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
So you want me to land them? On a level 2 heat hazard. Yeah, I'll think about it. Ooh, Helenium 3. Well, given the situation, yeah, we don't really have anything else to really look at, so I guess we'll go to Metgos, which is a bit hot. Go investigate the Metgos. Then afterwards we could go talk to people, mostly rats, but yeah, we'll take you guys. They are needs equipment after all. Shame I didn't repel the stuff because I didn't realize. I thought I had enough medical exoskeletons to go around for 3. But I forgot for myself I needed 1 too. So they are. You. Well, you get that. That's about the best I can do. Kinetic. Let's see, you're going to be using pistols, so radioactive round. Yeah. Snow, freeze things, why not? Good old scram rail. We have so many scram rails after all. And connect coil. Just in case for some reason you switch to this. You should be fine then. So, we need to go investigate transponders. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit this and swoop-dee. Good old. Wee. Wall, basically. But no, apparently this here's a Turian corpse. Not that on the ground. This right here is a Turian corpse, you know. Certain workers found a very old letter sent for the Gothas colony insignia. Unfortunately, the text is indecipherable. Also, we're already melted, just being out for a few seconds. Understandable given this volcanic hellscape. Just loot. Fuck. Then I'll take the fusion. Okay, well the fusion explosion even dies, but sure, why not? Then this hill. Come on. You stupid. Come on. You there we go. Trying to drive through this.
Securing point.
Yeah, more murder points. We definitely think that there's some strange happening going on at times. I know, we're just now looking into this. Could be the V-Sync. Prevent screen timing. I don't think that happened. But yeah, I'm gonna screen down. The camera trips around. There's the driving. Like a lot less so in front. I'll put this. Yeah, definitely so.
There is the wreckage. I do not see any survivors here.
Oh, the car guy is right.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, the car guy you guys right. Well, would there have been a warning on the map? Probably. They'd probably cook that. Hey, thorium. Yeah, I forgot that one now. Save before anything is
Yeah, there's a trap!
Oh no, it's a trap. Vehicle mine too. But is there literally anything else now? Can we do loot from it? No? So what you're saying is there's no real reason for me to stay here. Because we're literally coyote. Okay. Got to go back to the Normandy because I guess they're trapped for me. Woo. Okay, well, let's go down and talk to people again. See if there's anything new. It should be with Reds. Not sure about anyone else. But you know, dialogue. Hi, they are.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Oh, I'm just seeing how you do.
I just wanted to talk.
Of course, Shepard. What did you want to talk about?
Apparently nothing.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Thanks for having conversation topics. Which means Katie probably has nothing to talk about.
Anything you need, Commander? I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander.
We'll talk another time.
To be fair, I'm probably not. There's probably not going to be much of Tally or Garrus until we complete their quest. Yeah, it's probably just Rats we need to talk to. Garrus.
Commander, how are you?
Well, just fine. Stuff to talk about.
Shepard.
Anyway,
looking for supplies?
Do you actually have anything?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Yeah, you have those, which I can't afford now. That's about it. You probably don't have anything.
What's your opinion on the
Not
last
sure I
one?
buy Dr. Tassoni's.
I think she's being...
Hey, want me to ask her? Too bad those ruins got
We'll talk later, Rose.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Brad, you have anything new to talk about?
Shepard?
You must have family other than your father.
No. Now that I have my family's armor again, there's nothing left for me.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Well, there you go. Nothing to do right now. Because we just headed back up, safe, and help with the next mission. Shit, what am I doing now? Dr. Well, he would be... Bell. Let's just see what we run into. Map, what am I doing? Okay. So yeah, you go explore there, it's around the area. That's this cluster. It's Tau. Hey, screw it, I'm gonna go with Hill. We only have one system here. And we have to the sentry system. Incoming transmission.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise, the Alliance needs you again.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you.
I'm not surprised.
An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hulking Eta cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
I'll look into it.
Sure.
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
But maybe we are.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed him.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment.
Well, you know, power.
Hack it out.
Power. Persuasion checks. Hey, Madara, we're scanning planet. You discovered a tiny moon with some marines. We're scanning by Chief Engineer. If you could destroy escape pod, you gotta leave one, Madara. Alright, should be checking the asteroids for shiny bits. There's a shiny bit. Hey, you found palladium. Hey, you found cobalt. The press rope? Yes. No. Trying to look at Clindrag. Nothing to do on Clindrag. Oh, I had to press go. Probably next time, but we'll land on it at least. And if we're going, you know, biotics, we should probably biotic exports. Because now we're totally biotic. Totally biotic. Biotic experts. With my throw or lift that doesn't require any biotics. Oh, so points. Hooray, more stuff. Speaking of, now I make your decryption better. Now I make your electronics better. And you can pretty much do this with Caden, just as your decryption and electronics expert. Hell, I don't even know what to give you now. Yeah, that's first aid. Medicine? What the fuck's medicine really do? Oh, no, shock. Make your barrier better. Give you stasis. Make your throw even better. Great bad. Nice. Liara, could you mash singularity? There we go. And now we'll go here and we save. And next time we'll explore this planet, which is... Those are the warning next to us. Oh. It's gonna be one of those. There's a biotic compound, so I don't know how I want to do this. Yeah, we'll deal with that next time. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all and have a nice day.